Hey everyone, my name is Dannypleighet and I'm bringing you another lovely story that I have to talk about. Sorry I look fucking disgusting. I enjoyed the one day off I get every week, and I'm really enjoying it. All I did is fucking slept. Just been sitting here in my bedroom playing video games, just sitting here enjoying it. So I'm gonna decide to go and talk about a story about this one person I work with. At work. To put it very nicely, she is a very interesting person. To put it very blunt and rude, she's a bitch. The thing is, nobody really likes her. She just seems so rude. I don't know how to put it. She's just so not nice. Like, the nicest she can be is still being a bitch. Like, I'll be talking to people and they're like, hey, since you guys aren't doing anything, you want to put away some of my dishes? And she'll do it with a smile on her face, like, okay, that's very nice. He was like, yeah, I got other shit to do right now. Like, the other day, a health inspection was coming through. We were cleaning up. She was like, you guys need to find room. I have nowhere to put this stuff. It's like, and she starts bringing stuff over. It's like, look, we got to clean up stuff before we can put stuff away. While I'm running out of room, I was like, here's an idea. I grabbed an empty tray, threw it on the ground, put the shit here. And I'm going to talk about this person. I have a little part of the story about the health inspection I'm going to talk to you guys about. But I'm going to talk about the first time that I found out she's very interesting or very fucking rude. Like, a time that pretty much threatened to throw me out of a car. So, I currently have no license. Why? I'm helping my mom pay bills. I'm helping her pay bills for whatever she pays for lot, rent, electricity, water. I pay for the phone, grocery, gas, and the things that we like is the internet and cable. So, and I'm currently saving up to get a car and get my license taken care of or whatever. But at the time, I had nobody to go and take me home. It was like, wow, okay. So I looked at her, as like, hey, can you go and give me a ride home? She's like, sure, do you have any cash on you? I was like, yeah, I got a couple dollars. She's like, cool, that's all I need. And she's giving me a ride home. She's like, alright, let me know where to turn. And I was like, okay. And she's like, oh, I noticed we only have one dealership here. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess we do. It's right across the street from where we work. She's like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be going down soon. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, there's a Trump sign out there. I was like, oh, okay. And she's just bad-mouthing Trump, and I personally don't care. I'm an open person. You have your opinion, I have mine. And I voted for Donald Trump. So I said, like, so, what would you do if I voted for Trump? It's like, oh, I'd throw you out of the car. It's like, oh, and I'm being smart. It's like, well, I'll keep my mouth shut. She looked at me and was like, are you fucking serious? And I'm like, okay, I'll hurry up and change the subject. And I personally found it rude if you're going to throw me out of the car after I gave you some gas money. That is very, very wrong to do. I mean, after that, it was good conversation and talk, but it's just like, wow, anything sets her off. She fucking gets triggered by anything. The word trigger gets her upset. So I'm going to talk about another thing, which, like I said earlier, it's about the health inspection thing getting up. So I'm picking up the egg cooker, I'm moving around, I got this wired cage thing or whatever. It's all metal. I pick it up and I'm wiping it off. It's like, okay, I need to spray some of this off. And I went to the back of the sink to go and spray it off. I go, excuse me, I'm going to go borrow the hose. I'm going to spray this boil off. I'm going to spray the boil off. She goes, okay. And she takes a second. It's like, you called it a boil. You assumed its gender. And I thought she was making a joke. I was like, oh, yeah, I did. And she said later on, like 5 seconds later, like, just letting you know that isn't funny. And I'm going, what? Okay. I mean, I'm still trying to process what you mean. You assumed its gender. You called it a boy. That's not funny. And just like, did she get upset with me calling a piece of material a boy? And I'm like, okay. I just say okay. That's the nicest way I can say I disagree with you. Is okay, sure. I just spray it off, went back and put it up and did whatever. And I had a conversation with her. It's like she gets upset with anything. The way she puts it, if there's something that upsets her, she runs up to the person and pushes them. She goes, that shows how how I feel about it. I get upset. That's how I show I'm upset. I push you. It's like, that's not the nicest way to go. Well, it's how I do it. It's like, why can't you just laugh it off? She goes, what do you mean? It's like, well, if you laugh it off, it's not a big deal. They won't target you, and they'll just leave you be. And I talk about, like, I'm autistic. Everybody gets made fun of something at work. It's just like, they're not trying to be mean to you. It's just, they're going to pick on you about something, and that's it. And I laugh it off, alright? And I'll use my buddy, for example, Sasha. He is Russian. I call him a communist. That's about equally hurtful. But you know what? We don't care. We laugh it off, and it's fine. But she just looks at me and is like, why would you laugh it off? What if it upsets you? You laugh it off so you know it doesn't upset you. They make fun of you because they know you're upset about it. And she's like, okay, whatever. It's just like anything. It's just bitch. Just plain bitch. So, I guess what I have to talk about, the interesting person I have at work. Her last day, I believe if I remember, it's this Saturday. By today of this month, September 11th, or 12th by the time I'm recording it. Yeah. So, how am I going to feel when she's gone? I'm probably going to be a whole lot happier. So knowing that nobody's going to look over the corner and bitch at me for what I do. Someone's not going to freak out when I say something offensive. Because people need to learn how to take a joke. People get upset about the littlest stuff. Just smile and laugh it off. That's what I do. I get a lot of shit for people make fun of me about. I laugh it off. And it shows it's okay. Yeah, they'll joke it up every once in a while. But I don't care. People of today, they need to relax. They need to take a deep breath and laugh it off. It's fine. So, I guess that's all I have to say, really, about this person. Just to talk about it a little bit. So, there was nothing left to be said. I'm Dannypleighet, and I'll see you guys next time.